driver, Mary. Thank you, Mary, for picking us up. Yeah, back in Denver, fam. Takes about 3 minutes for them trolls to hop in. What time did you start this morning?
Me? My day started about 9 o'clock.
9
I
a.m.
haven't,
Okay.
I haven't done much today. Just kind of, pulled up to the airport like I usually do.
Nice.
And
Yeah, it says you were 6 minutes, so I was still inside the thing. But when it says you arrived right away, I had to run out.
oh no, don't. I'm one of those that's patient. I'll wait for you.
All right.
Yeah.
If you cancel, I don't blame you.
No,
Yeah.
the only ones I've ever canceled is because I ended up going to honestly a sketchy area.
Yeah. Oh
And I
yeah.
ended
Like
up
Aurora and
yes.
Brighton.
Yeah.
Yep.
Aurora for me, and it was just a secluded apartment building, and I waited like 8 minutes, and I finally just tried calling them and texting them, and nothing, and it finally came up with that, "Are you okay?" And I just said, "I'm gonna cancel." And that's my one and only cancel. I mean, I've had some that because I've been too far away.
Yeah. If you don't feel safe, you gotta cancel.
Yeah, exactly. But I've had one that I actually canceled. I've had others cancel on me just because I wasn't close enough and I was
Right.
on my way. But I guess they're changing a lot of things. I've only been doing this for like 4 months.
You do it full time or part
Yeah, I
time?
do it full time.
Nice.
Full time now, yeah. But I mean, I still have a lot to learn. I sometimes, I pick other drivers' brains, and you can be one of those that give me some, tips that, help me out. I mean, I treat everybody the same.
It takes about I'd say about 6 months to be pretty good at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you done Red Rocks concerts?
I've done Red Rocks.
Yep.
I've done Ball Arena.
Have you done Broncos?
Not yet. I've only, like I said, I've only been
Alright.
doing this 4 months.
My recommendation is tell the customer to get picked up at Denny's or KFC on Federal.
Okay. Okay.
That,
Okay. All right.
the one on 10th on Federal, or that one's a little bit tricky.
Is it? Okay.
If you're northbound on Federal, you can get in. But if you're going southbound, you can't get in.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, the one that's on 10th and Federal.
Okay.
Yeah. Or south of the stadium.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's tricky.
Yeah, I have not had to do Broncos yet, but they do. Have
But the best to pick them up is probably KFC and Denny's,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Okay. I will note that in my notes.
Yep.
In my brain. But yeah, I mean, otherwise, it's not been bad. I mean, I like driving. I like, interacting with people. I'm a, pretty friendly, outgoing person. So, I like doing
Well, that might change after you meet a few assholes.
I had one. I've had one. The only, and even then, it wasn't that bad.
Right.
She was just late for work,
Uh-huh.
and it was.
She was
like,
doing backseat driving?
Yeah. Well, yeah, just ranting the whole time.
Yeah, that's not good.
First thing when you get in the car, the first thing you say is, "I woke up late for work." You understand?
Right.
I mean, we've all been there, and I'm like, okay, I'll do the best I can. But this is, understand, Colfax and Potomac. So you know the area, Colfax and Potomac. Trying to go to Amazon, and was late, and
She wanted you to drive fast?
yeah, at 5:44 in the evening, rush hour traffic.
She wanted you to be
Colfax.
weaving in and out of traffic?
There was no weaving out of traffic. It was standstill, right in front of the, the hospital.
Right.
Crazy
Yeah.
We were going nowhere, and she was just so.
She was was just mad because she was late.
Yeah, and I get it. I understand. I felt bad for her, but at the same time, there was nothing I could do.
Right.
At the end of the drive, it was my fault, and she.
Did she give you a bad rating?
No, actually, she didn't.
Okay.
She didn't, but she got out of my car and
Did she slam the door?
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's a big no-no.
And I was just like, okay, but I mean, that was probably one of the only things I did wrong is I don't remember what her name was, but I called her Karen. So I mean, that's the only thing.
Do you drive late night?
No.
All right.
Anymore. I did a few times. I won't.
I've had 12 pukers in 12 years.
Really? Well, I've got bags.
Puke bags, okay.
Yep, I have those. I've learned about that really
Yep.
quick. I did 1 or 2 nights of late nights, and the rest of it, no.
I actually enjoy driving late night. Yeah.
Really? Not me. I like driving during the day. I don't want to be out there too late at night. That's when the sketchy.
Oh, yeah.
Sketchy. I was like, yeah, no.
It gets sketchy late night.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's busy. I mean, I'll give it that. It is.
It's more money.
Yeah, around downtown. I mean, it was crazy. I had my first night of doing late nights. I was what do you call it? I went from the Players Club back and forth like 5 times.
Wow.
Picking up different girls at the same apartment. So I would drop them off and then boom, ding.
Are these dancers or there's something else?
They were
Dancers,
all
okay.
Yeah, they were dancers. So yeah, that was an interesting night. So that was basically right off of Tower Road and like 64th and Tower, back and forth to the Players Club, which is across town. So I was like, okay. So that kept me really busy. So it was all right. But
Have you done shotgun wheelies late night?
I did one pickup there. The gentleman, just basically they kind of passed out. It was one of those, excuse me, we're here, get out of my car, kind of thing. But nothing bad. I mean, I've been pretty lucky, pretty blessed.
Have you picked up any meth head at the whatchamacallit, rundown motels on Colfax?
None of those.
During the day?
I did have one couple. They were really nice. But you could tell they were going through some struggles in life, and they got a voucher, and somebody from one of the services, paid for the ride, and they got in, and they were going to a hotel off the tower, and
yeah, them meth heads are kind of unpredictable sometimes. Yeah.
And I mean, I just my way of doing things is just try to keep simple conversations.
Yeah, try de-escalate it if possible.
Yeah, exactly. Have keep them calm.
Right.
It relaxes me when we have conversation. It's and then I learned so much from people, even people who are going through hard times.
Right.
You learn about them, and you can listen to them, and sometimes it's therapeutic for them, and you just listening is a huge key in keeping things calm and de-escalated, and so yeah.
But it just seems people nowadays don't talk as much as I would say, like compared to 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'm so new at this, but I've got customer service background for years.
Nice.
I worked.
Yeah, people nowadays don't like to talk much,
No, they don't, and you can read that as soon as they get in your car.
Right.
They get in their car, and like with us, simple questions. You responded. We had the banter back and forth.
Right.
We had that. Then I know that it's comfortable to speak. But if they get in the car and they're really short with you, and immediately they go to their phones.
Yep.
And then it's just gonna be a quiet ride. I have music playing in the background usually.
That's what I usually do as well.
I would have probably turned mine up a little bit, but our conversation started really well from the get-go, so I'd rather have that conversation with you than
listening to music.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially from former Uber Lyft driver.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I definitely you can always learn from somebody who's got the experience that obviously you do with having that many years. 'Cause, man,
Yeah, I've seen pretty much about everything.
I probably have. I mean, I can say that as far as like retail goes.
Right.
I have seen a lot of it. I've had people. I worked at a Kmart years and years ago before they closed down. But back in the day, they used to be over 24 hours. So I've seen it all. I've had people come in wounded, and I've had people come in intoxicated. We used to have the girls from Saturdays, which is a strip club
Right.
down the street, and they used to come in and give all the boys who worked
Saturdays is a strip club like way back in the day, right?
Yes.
On
Yep.
East Colfax.
Yep.
Yes, I remember.
Exactly. Yep. They used to give our boys a lingerie show with the pieces of clothing that we were selling at the store. I mean, I've seen it all. I mean,
Nice.
we've had we had a group of kids that come in and broke into our pharmacy in the middle of the night. The whole area was blocked off because they were waxing it when they went in. It was a pretty scary situation. But I've seen a lot of different situations. But yeah, I mean, so far I like like I said, I like driving.
Yeah, I enjoy. I enjoy enough to do it for 12 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think is? I mean, because I've seen so many different, vehicles, and you see all the black SUVs, and
Those are Uber Black and
yeah,
Uber Black
yeah.
SUV. Yeah.
What do you think is the? I mean, you got experience. What is the best?
I haven't driven those, so I can't really tell
Okay.
from a personal experience. Yeah.
Okay. See, like me,
It pays more per ride, but it's not as busy versus Uber X.
And those
Yeah.
cars are expensive to get.
Yes,
I mean,
and
it
you
looks
need to
like-
buy a commercial insurance if you drive Uber Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, I mean, but it seems like most of them that I've seen out at the lot, safety lot, are, what do you call it, on through a service.
Oh, okay.
I mean, because they all have, close to the same license plate, and they're under fleet.
Right.
With the red,
Some of them drive their own cars. Some of them actually drive for a company.
okay.
So that driver doesn't own his car.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe try out Uber XL before you try out Uber Black.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is considered, this is just regular Lyft or the Comfort.
Right,
They
right.
consider this.
Yeah, when I say Uber, I mean like both. Yeah,
Okay.
both Lyft and Uber.
Yeah, see, like I said, I haven't done Uber yet. I've strictly stayed with Lyft. I've had a rider, too, that myself, where you get in the car and they have 3 phones
Oh, yeah.
on their dash. And it's
Have you
like,
seen a big iPad on the dash? I've seen that too.
I'm like, what? I mean, my iPad is.
I've seen one where he put the iPad on the windshield.
I'm like, what? Oh, I think to myself, man, I think it's, safety first.
Right.
If you're in your car, the last thing you do, I mean, I have my screen with, the Android.
But it's not blocking the view.
No,
Yeah.
there's no blocking the view.
But an iPad is kind of
Yeah.
too much. Yeah.
My phone's over here to the side. I use this for navigation. But man, I've seen people that, I've been in their cars and they're just doing this the whole time.
Oh yeah.
I think to myself, okay, you're kind of scaring me, because I think it's all about safety.
Have you seen somebody driving down the highway wrong way?
No.
I've seen that twice while Ubering.
That is
Driving.
terrifying.
Remember Highway 6 going eastbound when they first redo it? Yeah.
Wow.
I saw one at 1 a.m. And then the other one was,
And
I
that
think,
never-
also on Highway 6. Yeah.
That never ends well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and that's a sad fact.
So you get a lot of drunk drivers after like 12 a.m.
Yep.
12 to 4 a.m.
That's why, the other day it was only about 8 o'clock at night, and
It was drunk drivers already.
Well, I had these two, and I you can't really tell what age they are, but they had two, Challengers or Chargers or whatever, the Dodges. And they came off of Colfax on the highway, flying just in and out of traffic.
Wow.
I mean, you could see everybody on the highway tense up when these guys got. I mean, they were weaving in and out. I mean, it was scary. I'm just one of those that just kind of, holds back and whatever. And then here they are driving erratically, and what pops up after them? An Aurora police officer.
Wow.
And what is he doing? Driving just as erratically. And I just think to myself, how is that gonna?
So the cop was chasing them?
Going
Okay.
after him, yeah. But I just thought to myself, in that much traffic, it's 8 o'clock. It's still, Denver Metro. No matter what time, there's traffic. Look
Well,
at
today is Sunday, right?
Yeah, today's
Wow.
Sunday.
What's going on?
And we are in traffic, and it's not going to be, a quick trip, which is unfortunate. Usually,
That's okay. Yeah.
Usually Saturdays or Sundays are, pretty slow,
Not much you can do when there's traffic,
I'm
right?
trying to think what's going on today. Is there anything that's... I don't think so.
I don't know. People just want to slow down and look at downtown.
You know what I tell people, and they're like, oh, traffic's slowing down. I said, yeah, there could be a box on the side of the road. And they're like, huh?
There's been
I
an
said,
accident on the other side.
Yeah. I mean, the sad thing is, anything could distract people.
Right.
And it just messes up the whole flow of traffic. I've realized that really quickly. So I usually use a reference as a box. Oh, there's probably a box on the side of the road. People are just like, it looks like laugh. And I'm like, yeah. They're like, yeah, it's true. It's something as petty as that. So how many rides do you think you've done? I have
In the
done,
12 years,
Yeah.
park time, maybe like between them two add up 15,000.
Wow.
I think, between them two.
I'm just under 650?
650, okay.
No, I'm about 670 now for 4 months, which is not too bad.
I've got everything except for somebody defecating in your car. I've heard of that too,
No.
Literally,
Wow.
So if you drive long enough, you might get one.
Yeah.
I've had pukers, but not to the point of that,
Yeah. No, I've what do you call it? I've not had any of those situations.
Yep. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah. I think that would be the point where I'd be like, okay, I need to really, reconsider this, because that's pretty gross. Yeah.
Are you on that Uber driver group on Facebook?
I belong to a few groups.
Okay.
Yes.
You're gonna hear stories if you.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I do. You hear about it all the time. And you see a lot of, it's complete BS. Someone the other day tried to say, oh yeah, I made, in 4 days, $2,000. Unless you got some really hefty tips or whatever, I cannot.
Uber X.
Uber X maybe? Could you?
Uber. No, I'm asking you. Is he
No,
driving?
They didn't say. They just said,
XL Uber
Yeah.
Black? Yeah.
Yeah, they just said it was just.
If it's
regular.
Uber Black is possible.
Really?
Yeah. Or what's the other one? Like the high-end Uber. They call it Uber.
Elite? Is it Uber Elite?
It's only available like in Vegas.
Really?
Only in big markets. Yeah, Miami. It's
Wow.
called Uber Premier or something like that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's like a high-end luxury car, kind of like Mercedes S-Class, BMW 7 Series.
Porsches and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe that tier is possible, but not Uber X.
That's not my level.
Yeah, Uber X is not possible
Yeah.
to do 500 a day.
Yeah. But yeah, I was just like, wow, 2,000. I mean, I've made what, 1,500 in a week. And that's a good week. That's back-to-back
Right.
rides and, so It's tough to.
500 a day sounds far fetched if it's Uber X. Yeah.
I've made three. I think like 343 was my highest.
Okay.
And that was a 12-hour day.
Wow.
So I mean, even then, that's not too bad.
Uh huh.
You know, but it's a lot.
Unless he drives like 14-hour a day for 4 days straight, 14 hour per day.
Yeah.
Between the two apps, I don't know.
Well, yeah, between the two apps, that's very possible.
Yeah.
You know, because I've
On
driven,
Uber X, then that's possible.
Yeah, like, you know, I've
And
driven.
like it's like bad weather, like
Right.
there's a hurricane or a tornado ripping
Yeah.
through, snowstorm.
Yep.
Yeah. Then it might be possible, but you gotta be putting in like 14 hours per day for 4 days straight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's some serious. Yeah, I even then I don't know if I could see that, but I mean a lot of people said it was fake and they had skewed the numbers in the picture and whatnot.
Oh, okay. So he got screenshots.
Yeah.
Okay.
That, and it's like you hear to yourself it's like man, okay. I mean, but I mean if you have you have to do that in order to feel good about yourself, that's on you.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
Yeah, it's human nature, People like to brag on Facebook groups and shit,
Yep. No, I just read the stuff and try to get as much information. Like I said, I'm just learning.
Right.
And
You don't have to be number one all the time,
No,
Yeah, it's
exactly.
just
it's okay to always be a student.
Right.
You don't always have to be the leader or
Exactly.
I'm all about always learning,
And that's a better way to approach the passenger, when you're being humble,
Exactly. I'm not gonna sit here.
There was times when I was kind of cocky as an Uber driver.
Really? Okay.
And then they hit me up with accused me of being intoxicated.
Oh my.
I think that couple was from Alabama. Like they kind of do some backseat driving, and then I'm like, I live here 30 years. I know where I'm going, and then after that they didn't take it too well,
Oh no.
And then they after that ride, I think that was on Lyft,
Okay.
After that ride, 2 hours after that one, Lyft deactivated me temporarily. Yeah.
Really?
Yep. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why somebody would.
But that's one of the scams you have to look out for.
Yeah.
So I always say I had dash cam footage of the incident and so on. Yeah.
Yep.
Which ride reported me, I can show you the footage of that ride.
Exactly.
And then they will back off. Yeah.
Well, that's
But they're gonna put you on hold for 24 hours regardless. So you're not gonna be working for 24 hours. So just have something else as a backup.
Yep. There you go. Yep. Yeah, I've been looking into pulling up the whole Uber thing too, but I've just strictly stayed with Lyft, and it's kept me going.
Nice.
I mean, I'm pretty comfortable with it, and I like it. It's been good to me. Good old Stadium.
Ooh, wonder who's coming this summer.
I'm going to two of those. I'm
Wow.
going to Jelly Roll, Post Malone, and I'm going to
Post Malone.
Metallica.
Yeah, you're my kind of girl.
Yeah.
Love Post Malone.
Yep, he's pretty talented. Yeah, but Metallica is doing a 2 nights here.
And Metallica. Nice.
Yeah, they are here June 27th and 29th. So 2 nights.
I want to go to the weekend. He's coming in June.
Yeah, that would be a good one too.
Yeah.
He's come up pretty quickly,
He's my favorite R&B artist.
Really? Okay, that's cool. I like that song he did with Ariana Grande. Is that her name?
Yes.
Yep, I like that one. Jelly Roll's amazing in concert.
All
I
right.
seen him 2 years ago at Villar's Green.
Nice.
It was a stormy, rainy night, but it was quite amazing because all waited and were patient, and he still threw an amazing concert. He was waiting about 2 hours. Oh, it was so awesome. I was like, that makes an artist right there. It's, when you can know that they're going to do a really good show for you, regardless of the circumstances.
Going home. Going home.
So you've been in Denver for a while then.
Since 1993. How about you?
A little longer.
Born and raised?
Nope. Came to the United States.
From
England.
England. Oh, okay.
Yeah. You'd never know because I've been here most of my life.
Yeah, I bet I don't hear any English or British
No,
accent.
I lived from there to Texas, and then 88,
I w-
89 moved to Colorado. So I've been here
Nice.
a long time.
At what age did you come to the U.S.?
At 8.
8. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I came in when I was 9.
Okay.
But my accent is heavier than yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. I went from there to Texas, and the only person that was around with the English was my mom, but even then.
But you lost that Texas draw, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was funny there for a while. It was embarrassing, but yeah.
Nothing wrong with the Texas draw.
Oh no, but not whatsoever. But then we came here, and I've stayed here, raised my kids, got grandkids, and so this is home for me now, and I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Nice.
To be here. Good with being here and knowing that my family is good and safe and taken care of, and
Well, we're almost home.
So what do you think about the growth of Denver?
I think it benefited me as a homeowner.
Okay.
And then I sold it for a profit. Yeah.
Really? Very nice.
So it benefited me, but it also did not, because now I can't afford to buy one. After I sold it, yeah.
Yeah. It is so expensive.
Oh yeah.
And there's so many people moving into Colorado, and it's just like, okay.
Well, wait till they legalize mushroom. There might be another wave.
That is true. And that's coming up.
Yeah. When they have recreational mushroom, there might be another wave moving here.
I cannot believe that. Marijuana, okay, I get it. I mean, I'm not against it
Right.
whatsoever. But, mushrooms, I mean, I can see it because I've heard that there is a good, not experiments, but studies going on as far as how
There's some
PTSD.
yeah, medical use to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, but we've already got some, loopy people as it is out there.
It's not good for driving if you've been consuming mushroom.
Yeah. I was driving.
It's probably worse than marijuana, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, yeah. I was driving two very nice young ladies yesterday, and two guys in the car next to us, this is on Pena, passing a bong back and forth. As they're driving, and I just thought to myself, holy cow.
Like a big bong?
Yeah.
Wow.
About a foot.
Oh shit.
Bong.
On Pena.
On Pena
Holy cow.
Boulevard. And I was just, I didn't notice it. It was them that noticed it. And I just kind of looked over and I was like, sure as shit they are. Holy cow. And yes, they're like, we get it that it's legal here.
Yeah, but it's not legal to smoke and drive.
No.
That's the part they don't understand.
And it's just, so, I mean, people take what is given them, as, hey,
Right.
it's legal here, okay. Just like alcohol, it's legal, but
You can
do
consume it and drive, yeah.
make proper
That's
choices.
illegal.
Yeah. Make good choices, people. That's the main thing.
Yeah. The thing is, some people think they drive better when they drink or smoke, but it's not.
I don't know if that. Are we taking the first or the
Wadsworth South, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Some people actually they think they drive better after they've been intoxicated.
Yeah.
Funny how shit works,
I don't
right?
know how that works, but okay for them. Nice thinking, but I'm sure it's false.
Right.
You know. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
In 2 miles, turn right on West Mississippi Avenue.
You like the west side of town?
I do, yeah. But better than the east side of town. Especially northeast Aurora.
There you go. I get you.
But the south side of town is nice, like Highlands Ranch,
Oh,
Parker. Well, Parker is kind of far, but the area is nice.
yeah. Oh yeah. I do a lot of my rides are like Broomfield, Boulder.
Uh-huh.
I get Lakewood a lot.
I like Broomfield as well.
Yeah. I get Parker a lot, Castle Rock. I had a Fort Collins on Friday,
Mm-hmm.
which was not bad. The only thing is, there's no ride coming back. So, what's your longest ride?
Oh man, just like 9 months ago, I had airport to Sterling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. Mine was.
I think every driver turned him down until me.
Really.
I picked him up at 5 a.m. I think. Yeah. He said he would have been waiting there like 3 hours.
Really. I had a gentleman. I picked him up from the hospital and took him to Salida, Colorado.
Salida, next to Buena Vista, right?
Yes, 377 miles. At 3:47 in the afternoon.
Wow.
Yeah, dropped him off about 9:30 at night, home at 2.
Yeah, that's pretty far.
Yeah, it's a long one. But, I mean, the money was pretty good. This gentleman was awesome. He was an older gentleman. Great stories
Nice.
he told me, and, just really nice. And that was a hospital, because the university hospital pays for a lot of those rides.
Oh, okay.
And so yeah, that was paid by University of
Nice.
Colorado. It was like I think I made what, 300 and basically 377, 380.
How many miles?
It was.
It was 3 hours. I'm
Yeah.
guessing if you're doing 60 miles per hour,
Yep.
180, well, almost $2 per mile.
Yeah. It was a what? 277. 300 something.
277 miles.
Yeah.
Okay, and the pay is 377.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not bad. Yeah.
Well, the tip was the ride was 392.
Use the right lane to turn
They
left on
gave
West
me
Mississippi
a $60 tip.
Nice.
Cash tip
Wow.
when I dropped him off.
The hospital or him?
Him.
Okay,
him and his
gotcha.
wife, yeah, because I met him at the end of a driveway. Because they lived on that little single road, but their house was still 17 miles back from So she met us at the beginning of their driveway. Really? You saw me coming.
I think he means. Is it the guy behind you?
Yeah.
Or that means
she was way back there. I was just waiting for
No,
you
that
to
means
catch up.
he wants you to merge. It's a good honk, not a bad honk.
No, she
No?
was giving me the
You want me to give her the middle finger? I'm just kidding.
I mean, I was waiting for this guy to come over. She was.
You want I can give you the middle
there,
finger?
And still,
Oh, she's reaching for something.
And you can see.
She might be reaching for a firearm.
That's
I'm just kidding. She's reaching for something on the.
you see her. She's not paying attention
Oh,
to
okay.
what she's doing.
Yeah, I thought that was a good honk. Yeah, I didn't look. Okay,
That was,
my bad.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm not bothered by her.
She's looking for some,
Yeah.
maybe some drugs. She
Well, it's not even that. It's just here she's honking at me, but she's the one that's not paying attention to
Right.
driving. So it is what it is.
got a lot of stupid drivers out there.
Right? There is. And then, I'm one of those. I know it's a rare thing, I use my turn signals.
Right.
You know, I think that's, you know, it should be a normal.
You've been an excellent driver.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Turn left on
I
South
like I said, I like driving. You know, I think this, you know, is a good gig if you know, do it right and, you know,
Yep.
have great customers like you, or we've had great banter.
Hopefully I'll be the best customer of the day.
Yeah, I'm saying, hey, if you are,
I can't be
yay.
the customer of the year. There's too many good people
Well,
out
you
here.
definitely get 5 stars in my
All right.
book. Yeah, that's for sure.
Just check out my channel if you have time. Hustle Addict on YouTube.
Before I,
Just drop me out first. Yeah, I don't want you to.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I definitely want to check it out.
Hustle Addict.
There you go. Hey, nothing wrong with that. We're going right up here.
Behind that Kia.
Oh, right there. Okay.
In 200 feet, arrive at the drop-off.
And my roommate also drives Uber.
Oh, really?
That Kia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
It's for you. Yeah. And I got the luggage. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm pretty
All
sure.
right. Well,
Just
thank
check out Side Hustle Addict on YouTube. 3
Side
words.
Hustle?
Side Hustle Addict
Okay. I'm going to put that in right
Yep.
now.
on
Thank you,
YouTube.
dear.
Yeah. And if you see me on the stream, I say a lot of nasty stuff. Yeah. To the trolls. Yeah.
Okay. Not to me. I appreciate it. I'll give my dad
Let me get my luggage and yeah. YouTube, yeah. On TikTok is the same. Yeah, and then most of the other social media is the same as well. Well, thank you, Mary.
Okay, I got you.
All right, have a nice day. All right, we got new. Yep, I think that's my car. Woo. But I saw you guys. Had to talk to her. Shout out to Mary with Lift. Mary from Lift or with Lift. Oh man. Are they still partying now? It's too fucking late. Maybe till 6. Oh, I doubt they can go to 10 a.m. I doubt it. Sorry guys, I was talking to her. Think I'm gonna restart, huh? Everybody left me already. Yeah, didn't mean to ignore you guys. Alright, restart.